Driver code. I already did that. Start scanning. Okay. Good morning, guys. It is Saturday, February 6th. I am finally getting to do my first spark. So I'm excited about that. I turned it on this morning and it was quite busy. I'm going to record my first day sparking. And I'm in Topeka, Kansas. And you're watching Sunny Drives for You on YouTube. So I thought I would fill you in as I'm driving there. I wish I was more of a talker. A lot of people talk about different topics, gig news and things like that. I don't really follow that type of stuff unless I hear it on one of the channels I'm watching. I'm a part-time gig tuber. I do YouTube and gigs part-time. The gig apps that I do are, I started with Roadie in 2019, and then I believe it was 2019. I'm pretty sure. And then I went from there to DoorDash. I've been doing DoorDash for 2 years. Then I did Uber Eats. Sometime after I started doing DoorDash. And then, so Uber Eats, DoorDash. And so the vehicle that I had at the time was an old 1999 van. If you've heard my story before, I'm sorry. I don't think I've told the full story, but so I wasn't able to do ride share. So now that I have a new car, I can now do ride share. So I added Uber X and Lyft onto that. And then since I started doing those, I was able to get on Instacart and Proxy Picks, which I haven't done anything for Proxy Picks yet. There hasn't been any assignments in my area. And then the last one finally is Spark. So hopefully I can make enough money today so I don't have to do ride share, because my nephew, who's a senior in high school, Mason, he's in a play at school. And sorry about the glare of the sun. It's a little bit of a glare there. Nothing I can do about that. So Mason, he's going to be in a play at school, and I'm going to try to get to that. And that's in another town at 7 o'clock tonight. So there we go. 3 drop-offs, $17. Small order. Someone's probably going to take this before I can get to it. I just don't want... Okay, is that what you call a round robin? I hope and pray that there's no water, like cases of water. I really hope. Says estimated time 31 minutes. Let me put back over it. 9 miles for $17.31. That's good. Perishable. One item.
Oh no! A battery! Those are heavy!
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
Good. Trying to get the handles up here. Okay. There's 2 of them. Do you want me to put them in there somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
You would.
Yeah, I can do that.
Put them in here on the cupboard over by the stove.
This way.
This way. Here.
This way. Oh, I see. Around the corner.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Let me get a picture real quick. You're my second delivery here. No, I just need your signature, it looks like.
Yeah.
If it'll let me. Okay, sign. There you go.
Second one today, you're saying?
Second one ever.
Oh,
for Spark.
really?
Yeah. So I'm still kind of learning the app. All right.
Alrighty.
You have a good one.
You too. Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right, guys, I got over to Wanamaker's store, and there's a shopping express order for $27.23. One shop, and it's supposed to take me 33 minutes. That might get me caught up. I was going to go in here and do a Moby while I was waiting for the next round robin. I think that's what you call it, the regular Walmart pickup stuff. So let's go in here and get this. I gotta learn. Okay, I decided to put a stopwatch on myself. Just to get in to my first item. Okay. There. Right, all the way. They got me going all over the store. That's 12 minutes. Oh my God. I got to learn how to do this quickly. And once I get over to they had me going to the beauty side, and now I'm going all the way to the back to the electronic side to get a cube, charging cube. And then once I get to the food, it should go quick, I hope. I think we're moving right along, guys. So I scanned the first cold/perishable item, and it gives me the notification that it's going to cancel the order if I don't have it delivered by 2:50 because of the perishable item. I have learned not to shop in the order of the app, in order the way the app tells you to shop. Like if you hit start shopping, there's a certain order that will take you in. I've learned that the app will take you, say if there's produce, you go get the produce first, and then you get the frozen stuff first, and then you go and get some other items. Like it starts you at the very beginning of when you walk in, rather than telling you to go over to, say like you've got clothing or toothpaste like I had at the beginning of this. It doesn't take you over there. Well, from my experience, it doesn't take me there first. It takes me there later after I already have perishable items in my cart. So if I see that I have a perishable item, then I will go do the other items first, obviously. I do the food last. I'll go and get the other stuff that's in the other parts of the store first to get that out of the way, because it seems like that takes longer to find, and it's just easier for me to do it that way. So I thought that might be a good tip for someone who's just starting. That's pathetic. Pathetic. It is my first shop. I'm learning. And there's probably more produce. So now I got to go back and forth because I can't move on until I get the bananas. You guys, I just figured out you got to go back on the shopping list to go to an item. I did not know that. So waiting for the deli meat to be sliced, I found that I can go over here. I still don't know how to find the sections, modular 6. And I can't see the modulars. All right, thank you. I've left the store. I haven't left the store yet. Hour and 7 minutes. The total was $135. That includes the tips. And then there was an incentive to for a certain amount of days to do every offer that I got, whether it was 3 deliveries or 1 shop or 1 delivery or 15 deliveries, whatever the offer was, I got an extra $5 on that offer. So now I am going to take you on a drive. Since my GoPro decided to mess up, I have to end the video here, but I thought I would do the drive as I'm talking about my first few days on Spark. Like I said earlier in the video, I started with Rody. Most of you who watch me know that I started with Rody. So when I did start with Rody, that was what we did: Walmart pickups and mostly groceries. So I was familiar with that, and the app itself with Spark is pretty self-explanatory. The only things that I would change would be the order of the items the app has you shop in. The perishables should always be last, in my opinion, especially if you have a lot of items. And they also put a cancellation time on there, as you saw. It's not helpful to put perishables at the beginning of the shop. So that's one thing I would change. And then the other thing would be the heavy items. It doesn't always tell you if there's a 40 or 50 pound or more than that weight. It doesn't always tell you if there's a heavy item, and that's kind of frustrating. It should be on every one if it's a heavy item. So those are the things that I would change. And also I've learned too that the order itself, and in order to get heavy pay, they don't pay you heavy pay if there's something heavy. If there's a 50-pound item in that, say like a case of water. I called them and I found out that heavy pay is if the total order, one delivery, is more than 100 pounds. So just that's like for your information to know. I did find that out later. But thank you for watching. I'm going to put a short little clip of my nephew in the play Chicago at his high school. And one thing I do want to point out, Mason is playing the role of a woman, and none of us in the family that were there, we did not know he was playing a role of a woman. And Mason is 6'4", I believe. So it was a shock to us and funny. It was funny. And so anyway, I'll just put that in there. If you want to watch it, you can. If not, it's not related to any deliveries, but it's part of my life. All right. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.
Get this. I can't out old women, and I eat children like her for breakfast. What's in your chest, huh? Spit it out.